G'day everybody. I have been super busy, but I have been getting withdrawals and one of my lovely ladies from the group has mentioned the same thing. I'm getting withdrawals. When are you going to do another video? So I'm just going to do a real quick one. Let me just bring you a little bit closer so you can see. Just on tiles. These are just tiles. They're kind of brown. I haven't done anything to the bottom or nothing. I just made a bit of a mess there because I've been testing a whole lot of pigments and making some samples. I've got quite a few of them, so there's like a few drops left in each, so I thought I might just go ahead and do something crazy. Let's see if I can just do like a puddle pour on this one. This is a really gorgeous silver. It's actually a grey, but it's a pearl grey. So I am hoping to have these pigments launched by Sunday. Hoping. That's the word I'm going for, hoping. It's been quite a challenge to get everything done, and there's quite a lot of work involved in doing it. Oh, that lovely pearl grey just disappeared under there. So might just add some of this gorgeous purple, just a puddle pouring on this tile. So where was I? Yeah, that's right. Quite a lot of work involved in doing this, because I like to do this properly, you know. So I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to doing stuff like this that people are gonna use. I want to make sure that I give enough information. This is a really nice it's like a red, but it's more of a, you know, brown red, a browny red. This is another thing, you've got to give all these lovely pigments names so they each have a name. Okay, let's keep going now with maybe maybe a little bit of this lovely turquoise. Love turquoise, it's my favorite color. So just puddle pouring at the moment, and then we might do a bit of a swirly, which I might do straight over the top of this one. Not a swirly, just a bit of a, you know, tilt, like so. And that gorgeous grey just disappeared underneath there. So I'm just going over here. So this is going to be like a dirty pour on the other one, which is what you can do if you don't want to, you know, waste your resin. Nobody wants that. Nobody likes that. I see some people just pouring, and there's resin going everywhere. It drives me crazy. I'm like, oh my god, look at all those beautiful gems going everywhere. Okay, so I've got that there, and I'm going to get some, actually I will scrape up some of this gorgeous grey, pearl grey. They're all pearls, and they just look amazing. So okay, so let's play, oh yeah, just a little bit more of this nice rose pink. Such a beautiful color. So the ratio of these pigments is about 5%, but you can see how nice and vibrant those colors are. Okay, so I'm just going to give that one a little bit of a heat. just to pop the bubbles. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one for the moment. And might just get, see what happens with this one. Might just get another tile actually. Oh, I've got one right here. Ah. Didn't plan for it, but there you go. Things just happen naturally. Okay, let's go. It's not super stable, but let's see what happens. Oh, you can't see that. Come a little bit closer then. There you go. You can see a little bit now. So, see what happens with this one when I swirl it around a little bit. It doesn't have a lot of room to move, so I'm going to continue with some more. This is a really, really lovely, lovely deep purple. And very, very pearly. It's absolutely gorgeous. Pop you over here. And then might go with this nice Cambridge blue. Straight over it. I love layering things one on top of the other. I think it really gives it a cool effect. There's a tiny little bit more of this light purple left. Get them back in their position. And what else have I got to put in there? Maybe some of this gorgeous turquoise. This one is a turquoise blue. The other one was a turquoise green, which is this one here. Go a little bit left, pop it straight over top. So as you can see, I'm doing this randomly, only because I've got little bits of pigment in my cups, but naturally you wouldn't go with so many colors unless you want to. Just takes too long. But because I've got all these little samples left, I'm just playing with it a bit, doing different things. So this one is a really, really gorgeous forest green. And a nice pearl soft red. Oh, can you see that, guys? I might just add a little bit of that red over here. Give it a bit of a kick. Just move this a little bit closer so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And beautiful, beautiful brown. Another pearl. Oh, all over the place. And I'm nearly done. Pretty much got, oh no, I forgot about this gorgeous bronze. Look at that. Whoa, that is so bright. And with these, I found that you can add lots more. You can add so much of this and make it really thick. It's not going to seize up your resin. That's what I found with the resin that I use. I use a couple of different types and it still does the same thing. You can put extra, you can go way over 10% if you want a really deep color. I just wanted to see the transparency of these. That's why I mixed it at 5%. And wasn't easy to measure it all because, you know, try to be accurate, to tell people, to show people, you know, what it looks like at that percentage. Okay, so I've got some of this white, so I'm going to use this white over here. See, that's kind of started to do some lacing. And I'm going to go ahead and do some more of this, get some more of this white in there. and some more over here, just a little bit. And I'm going to get some white over here on the sides. Scrape some, because I'm going to be dealing with pastes as well. I've been testing a few of them. I've got a little bit of resin left, and I'm going to mix some white. And I'm going to mix some of this white pigment. This is an epoxy pigment, and I need a stick now. Come on, Susanna. Get organized. Okay, so this is just an epoxy pigment paste, and see how that's what it looks like. I know it looks like it's got lumps in there, but that's not. They're not lumps, they're just air bubbles. So I'm just trying to get a good amount and pop it in there. I want about 10%. Just want to see how it's going to work. Now, this is not accurately measured, this one, because I'm obviously just eyeballing it and just going, okay, so that's about 1% now. And now I add some of my resin in here to make it up to about 10 parts of that. That's how you know. And that's actually not even, that's maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. Starting to heat up already, so I'm mixing super quickly. Oops, here I am. So this is the epoxy paste that I've got in here now. And because I've been playing with it for probably about 40 minutes now, it's actually about half an hour, it's starting to warm up. I can feel it warm. But if you're feeling your resin warming up real quickly, then you know that pigment that you're using is not good for your resin. Shouldn't be heating up that quick. And if your resin is heating up on its own without any pigment in it, and it's kind of super fast in heating up, that just means that the pot life is nice. Probably have a lot of resin in a cup, and you just you can't take it that long. You need to kind of spread it out quickly. Okay, I'm just going to heat it up a bit. See how this white reacts with the heat. Keep my heat there, and heat there. This white's really great when you're tilting. So you tilt, should create some nice lacing. I'll probably get rid of some of that. Ooh, go back this way. Go back this way. Try not to lose all that gorgeousness. Obviously this is only a tiny little piece, so I'll do the sides later. And that's all doing its thing. Okay, so now I've got my epoxy pigment white, and let's see what happens with this one when I go wash. That's quite a lot of white there, by the way, but let's see what happens. I'm gonna get another coaster. Goodness gracious, make some room now. Move things around quick. One there, one there. Sorry, I'm going to move you closer so you can see. Alrighty, now you're kind of in there. Okay, so let's tilt this one over this one and see what happens. So I'm just tilting it, just to see how this epoxy pigment actually works with the powders. And it's starting to get a little bit thicker now, so it's not helping. But so if you want a really nice solid, so once I get some heat on that, and change again. Clean my hands. Okay, let's get some heat in there. Gonna leave it now and just watch it for a second. I've got some more of this white. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of the pigment and actually mix it in with this white. See if I can create some, because I've got too much of this white now. Okay, let's go here. Okay, too much white. And this one is quite solid, so if you want a solid white, contact me, because this epoxy pigment is really super. I'm just scraping the rest of what I've got here. I've got enough resin on these tiles. It's amazing working on tiles because you get such lovely movement, you know. And a little bit more of this gorgeous. Try to scrape every little bit. See how much more you got there? It's always good to have some molds, you know, and you can, some jewelry molds or something. Use up all this loveliness, you know. Don't waste anything. Because when you're making jewelry, even like one drop of resin does a big job. Just need one drop. This green, I'm not really into greens, but it's such a lovely forest green with a pearl kind of shine to it. And also these pigments, I did a lot of research on them and learned about them. And they've been mixed, they're mica pigments, which have been mixed with these ferric oxides, which are minerals, and some of them reflect the sun and some of them attract the sun. So you know, you can see the difference with the light. When you add the light to them, different angles, you get a different kind of shade and a different shine to them. They're quite amazing. And you know, powders last forever, so don't worry about using them. You don't worry about them, you know, the shelf life. They last for forever and ever. But paste, that's another thing you gotta kind of watch it with a paste, because they do have a shelf life. But I will be selling pastes as well. This is a gorgeous color. Another pearl. So okay, so I've got some nice drippage down here, which I'm going to collect and add to my designs wherever they need them. A little bit over that white. Like so. Okay, well that's not, oh, that's gorgeous. Down there. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's created something cool. See that? Oops, sorry. There. Let's go some more. Just going to go over this one. Let's see what we can do. How far we can stretch this one, hey? A little bit there. Looks a little bit ghostly. But it's an interesting effect, isn't it? So you can use powders with inks, you can use powders with other things. Mix and match. Whatever you've got. I watched a Danny Clark video recently, and he was showing how to, you know, create cells and different effects with, sorry, I just want to collect that, I don't want to waste it, with resin and what was it, hold on, let me just think. It was resin with some acrylic, folk art acrylic, and he did really, really well. So look him up. Like, I don't know the bloke, he's not a friend of mine or an acquaintance or anything, but I like to share cool stuff when I see it, you know. So look him up if you've got folk art paints and things. Then look at what he's doing, so you can go that way a bit, so you can learn from him, and you can tell him I said hi. Oh, he wouldn't even know who I was. But that's okay. I like that. That's really, really cool. And I've got little things popping there, so I'm going to leave that. I love that blue there. I love that there. I just love it. Actually, I'm going to just leave it as is. I'm going to get another tile. See how far I've stretched all of them. I'm going to have to get you up a little bit now, because you won't be able to see otherwise, because I've got another tile happening, and you don't want to see my my studio at the moment. It's and my table, my everything's covered with stacks and stacks of pigments that I need to pack. So I'm gonna put this one here now. Let's go diagonally. Maybe that's a better way of doing it. Maybe not. Can you see that? Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've got 5. Love that. Love that. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's do some more tilting. I've got lots of this white. I'm just going to put right in the middle. All of it, the lot. See how thick that's getting now? Getting quite thick. So I've got no other ones. So all I'm going to do now is, oh, that's so cool. Can you see that drip down the bottom? That's so awesome. It's just like that spinny thingy. Spinny thingy? Okay, got to stand up now. So I'm going to pour off this one onto this one. Straight onto that white and see what happens. It's getting quite thick, which I don't mind. And then keep going around. I can just imagine what the bottom looks like, the underneath, with all my my dirty fingers. Now you can heat it up and it'll move much easier and create different things. But I just want to see what happens. I'm very curious sometimes to see how things react. And now if you could just see this looks like a bit of a mess here, but a close-up is going to show you all these different pearls that are kind of merging into each other. Oh my god, I'm dripping in lots over here. And we're going to do a little bit of runoff onto here as well with this one. Just a bit there. Kind of do the edge things. I like that white, so I'm going to pull that white down and make it stretch. And get rid of all of this. Got a lot of drippage that I can fix the sides with. But I want to pull that white down like I did over there. And if you look at this other one, this one here, you can see how many more cells this has created. Just by pulling this white. Now you are, looks like you're wasting resin, which you would be. Well, I would be doing that if I wasn't pouring it onto another coaster. But look at that. It's another cool, crazy one. See? Now I'm going to let that one sit. I'm going to actually hold it here for a minute because I want to collect all these goodies now. And I'm watching this, I'm watching that. I'm just going to add some more there. Going to heat it up a little bit. Probably had enough by now. But I'm going to heat it up now and do some stuff. with it. Go like that. Okay, don't like the wastage. I think I've already said that a couple of times. You can go there, you can go there, and this is pulling that way, so I'm going to go like so. Sometimes gravity can be your friend with resin, because you can assist it by creating, you know, you can create cool effects by having this gravity pull. See that? It's all happening. I don't want to give it too much of a torching. Right, I'm going to do this one. Do this one. Just to bust those bubbles. Okay. Got some more of this. Oh, actually I still have a little bit more of the resin left. You can even go like this, just creates a little bit of a break, which is kind of cool. Getting nice and thick. Just creates wow, that's cool. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that. I was too quick, not thinking. Okay. But I like how when you drop some clear resin over the top of your design, it just creates this depth. Incredible depth. I will go a bit closer so you can see. Okay, that's that. And I'm going to scrape up a little bit of this white and put it in certain spots. Those are done. Don't want to touch them anymore. They're really cool. Just want to add a little bit more white straight over the top of that clear. You layer things and create really, really awesome stuff. Don't worry if it starts to thicken a little bit, just don't let it go too far, because when you do that, I like that bit there, so I'm going to add some more there. See how I've got that white there? Paint with resin. You don't have to just be pouring. Paint with it, you know? Create things with it. Go beyond your, you know, what you think you can do. You won't have a problem. Don't worry about wasting. A lot of people worried about it being so expensive, and it is. But you know, whatever you create, just plan it beforehand. Watch videos. Plan how you're going to do it. And then, you know, work on small little things like this one. See, that one's, I'm going to have to move it now. Okay. Whoa. I'm crazy. Can't believe how far this this resin is going. It's crazy. Okay. Alright, definitely needs a little bit more heat. See that? How cool is that? Haha. Awesome. Okay. What to do with this one? Oh, I forgot about my gorgeous lines that I usually do, and I've got a little bit of this one. Let's go here like so. If you feel like something's got a bit too much of something, you put a line through it. It just gives it character. You put a little dot in the middle. Just gives it something, you know. Don't be afraid. I know it's daunting sometimes, but you can't worry about these things. Oh wow, that's nice. That kind of a, but it does need a little bit of something in the middle. Maybe if I can just go like this. Love that. It's just so different. And these things are pretty cool. And this one I'm not so sure about it. Like, let's get some of this gorgeous. See, I'm just scraping whatever I've got left in these cups, which is literally not even a drop. See, and then dragging it. Because the resin is really thick now, it's not gonna move as much, but it's still gonna flatten down and you know, do some marvelous things. And then you kind of like heat it up and it's fine. Yeah, not this one. This here, gonna go with that white. Where is it? Oh gosh, gets real sticky, doesn't it? Because see how I've got that real deliberate line there? I just want to go with this and break it up a bit, like so. Just want to create something that doesn't look too like from one to the other. Love that there, love that there. Just got to go around and fix the edges. That's it, guys. I'm going to move these babies now and collect whatever's underneath them and put them in a mold, because I don't like wasting things. But otherwise, it is what it is now. These little babies. Actually, let's torch them a little bit more. This one's fine. I'm not going to touch it. But I think I want to torch this one a bit. How different is that? Oh, now I love it. Now I love it. Okay. Now I love it. Ooh, it's just like a feathery, wavy kind of angel-y thing happening in heaven. This one really is. Now let's try and do that with this one. Are you still on? Sorry. Getting excited here. Okay, let's go. This is full blast. Not as cool, but still cool. It's just because this one is real smoky, kind of smoky, flaky. So yeah, all different. Look at that. So different and so cool. So this is what you can do. See, some people say you can't really do this with the powders because when they mix, they go, you know, they blend in together, but they're not. See, they're all individually separating and doing their own thing there. So it's pretty awesome and cool. I love that. I love that. So as you can see, these look a bit smoky, and that's because I've been, yeah, you've seen what I've done. I've been putting a lot of colors one on top of the other, and then adding and pushing and pulling and doing all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's like this. But yes, you can. I will do, and I have done few of my previous paintings have been done with these pigments. So you can see that the colors, you know, it depends on how you do things and whether what kind of design you want. This was just a little play for me, not really a tutorial or anything. It's just because I had to use up those pigments and I was getting a little bit, you know, getting withdrawals. And so there you have it. I wanted to give a shout out to my mate Mike from America. I forgot where you're from again. Oh, you're gonna have to comment and tell everybody. Okay, and my gorgeous friend Lisa Harms, who I love, and also my gorgeous friend Laura Brown Usher, who has been my helper and really helping me with naming these pigments, and you know, she's half a planet away from me, so there you go. There's so many people that I want to say hello to, but I can't just think of anybody at this moment. Another important thing is I am getting to that giveaway. I haven't forgotten. I'll be talking about that a little bit later, but now I really have to get going, and hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I love you all. Bye. Okay guys, I was just taking lots of photos, but this is setting nicely. Oh, I just noticed I've got to fix that corner there. Okay, here we go. Look at this. And another thing that I've noticed is, look at these, not just the cells. There's cells that have been sort of stretched and created these ripples like effects in there. And can you see that? That is pretty awesome. Look at that gorgeous turquoise, the two of them hugging, the turquoise green and the turquoise blue, and the baby blue turned into yeah, that's pretty cool. On to the next one. Here we go. Some different, again, effects. Lots of cells, lots of stretching going on here. Oops, sorry, trying to focus. You can see those ripples in there, but they're not as big as the other ones, so you can't really see them that well. And then tiny little specks of things happening there. Then there was this one. I have put a heat gun to them a little bit, some more, and created some more movement. This one's very subtle. The amount of pigment this has in it, so it hasn't turned muddy, I don't think. It just turned into this beautiful kind of wispy kind of look. Of course the camera's not picking up the true colors. They're slightly darker than what you're seeing here. And there's this one. I absolutely love this one. First, I love the browns and the bronze and sort of together with the white. So let's have a closer look of this one. See that? I just zoomed into it. How pretty is that? Now this is only a tiny little tile. It's only 10 by 10 centimeters. Okay, so imagine doing this on a bigger scale. Look at those pretty little things. Obviously you'll get bigger cells and bigger lacing because you'll be using a lot more resin. Look at that. I just love that. These colors just, and even the different shades of that white in there, the transition from one to the other is just really nice. And I could never reproduce this again, but anyhow. And then there was this one, which I also love. Let's do a close up. Try to zoom in a bit. There's one cell there, one single big cell, and then there's all these other tiny ones around there. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the shimmer. I certainly can see it, but I don't know if you can see the shimmer there. There's something is bugging me that I can see over here. I've got to fix up. I don't know. Oopsie. I don't know what it is. Just, where's my finger? Just there. See that? Don't know what that is. I'm going to have to fix it up. Okay? Because none of the other ones have got any of this stuff on there. So, there you have it. Zoom. Big mess. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. And I'll be back with some pigments, hopefully by Sunday. Bye for now.